Gaza this morning pounded by Israeli artillery and airstrikes. Palestinians have been urged to flee the northern end of the Gaza Strip, ahead of an expected Israeli ground assault. One family who made it to the south of the Strip is the Dalouls. Home for them now is a tent at a United Nations school in Khan Yunis. Father Fadi Daloul says, "We don't know how long this will last. We hope the world can see us and see how we live now. Look, we had a home, walls and water, but now we live in a tent," he says. The impact of what's happening in Gaza must surely be seared into the memories of the young for the rest of their lives. Fadi's daughter cries, "All of our life is lived in misery. We don't know how to live. There's no one to save us or come after us. How will we live?" she says. Every Gazan has a story. Young Falula Al-Alam is the only survivor of an Israeli airstrike that killed 14 members of her family, including her mother, father and siblings. Fula's grandmother says, "They were sitting in the house, my sons and his sons and one of their mothers-in-law. Suddenly, without warning, the Israelis bombed the house. They're all dead, 14 of them." The Israeli Defense Forces, the IDF, has released the latest videos of their bombing of targets in Gaza. The IDF said they killed Hamas fighters in a tunnel in the Gaza Strip and other targets, including Hamas command centers in Jabalia, Zaytun, Al-Furqan and Beit Hanun. Israel accuses Hamas of not allowing civilians to leave the target zone.
Hamas has both issued warnings to their civilians not to evacuate, and when people didn't listen to those warnings of Hamas, they have actually stopped civilians and they have stopped convoys of Gazan civilians trying to flee from the situation and listening to our warnings, knowing that they are much better off south of the Gaza River than staying in the northern part.
Hamas remains a potent force. This aerial footage of damage by Hamas drone and rocket strikes on the southern Israeli city of Ashkelon. And here in Tel Aviv, Israelis ran to shelters last night as sirens rang out across the city, warning of a possible strike by Hamas from Gaza. It's thought the Israelis will wait for perfect weather conditions before beginning an assault on Gaza. At the moment, the region has been hit by high winds and rain. The forecast is better for Monday and Tuesday. John Cookson, Arise News, Tel Aviv.